What's up, guys? Quick little announcement that my code ESPRESSO is 30% off right now on G Fuel products, including the new restock of the limited quantity Carnage Shaker. So check it out, link in the description below if you guys are interested, but now on to the regular scheduled content. Today, Season 4 for Modern Warfare and Warzone launched, and earlier today we broke down everything that changed out of that update. You can see detailed in the patch notes and the main key parts. That video is already up on the channel, but what's weird about this season's launch is that the trailer, the preview blog post, and the roadmap all went live after the update itself went out. So we really had minimal promo for this season and didn't know much about the future of the season in the weeks ahead up until, well, just earlier this morning, about 12 hours after the update and the seasonal content went live. So today in this video, I want to break down everything with you that we can see coming in the weeks ahead. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. What are you looking forward to the most? As well, if you are new to the channel and perhaps a part of that nearly 72% of viewers who are not subscribed, do be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare and Warzone on a daily basis. There's going to be a lot to talk about here in the upcoming days, so make sure you stick it here so you don't miss any of it. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's start with the visual changes here and what we can see with the roadmap. For this, we end up seeing this again, as always, cut into two different sections of a launch week and then the in-season content. The launch week content is the stuff that we've already talked about here on the channel, the stuff that's already live right now and went live overnight, that being the maps of Scrapyard, Trench, and Barricade Promenade, Captain Price as an operator, the CR-56 AMAX and the Fennec as the new weapons, and then Warzone editions of Warzone Rumble 50v50 and the new Contraband contract with listed and more of jailbreak, supply choppers, and then a fire sale. But when we jump over and take a look at the stuff that we haven't quite yet seen, that's the in-season content and stuff that will be coming over the course of the next couple of weeks and presumably 2 months or so. It's about 54 days total on the season at hand, so just under that time frame. But in this, we end up seeing new operators of Gaz and Rose. Gaz, we've already seen through all the marketing. We saw him in the campaign also. Rose, though, is who we actually see in the startup sequence on console and the brief loading tab on PC. Now, if I were to take an educated guess here, as with all the other operators that are offered in season, these will be offered at some point during the upcoming weeks for 2,400 COD points in their own separate bundles. Gaz's bundle is actually already in the game files, if I'm not mistaken, though Rose is currently not, so she's probably alongside a mid-season update. And if I were to guess, Gaz comes in maybe 2 weeks, maybe a little bit after that. But not to get too far ahead of myself here, we also see then that there's a new multiplayer map of Cheshire Park, new modes of All or Nothing, One in the Chamber, and Team Defender, a new weapon coming of the Rytech AMR, which is the Barrett 50 cal lookalike, though it still doesn't give us a terribly clear picture as to if we'll actually see this be a true anti-material rifle or it'll be something that's placed in just the sniper rifle category. We'll see in time. The Cali sticks, though, are interestingly enough labeled as in-season, though they're unlockable right now via in-game challenge by getting 3 kills while sliding with a knife in 15 different matches or by buying it in the shop. But again, for whatever reason, listed as in-season content. Then we also see some Warzone updates of new modes of BR Realism, Juggernaut Royale, new contract supply run, intel drops, and more. Now, listed in this is weapon mastery challenges, but I'm not quite sure why these are listed as in-season and also under the Warzone designated updates. I would just imagine, though, that like the Cali sticks is kind of just a designation or allocation error here where it should be the launch week items, and I also don't think we'll be seeing weapon mastery challenges for Warzone overall. I just think it's kind of mislabeled here at this point, but we don't exactly know for sure. But talking a little bit about these modes, we actually did learn a little bit from a blog post that went live here with today's update also, in which we can talk firstly about the MP stuff. In Team Defender, a single player must hold the flag while their teammates defend them, so kind of like a protect the VIP variation here coming to multiplayer and the LTMs. One in the Chamber is that classic party game where you have a weapon with a single bullet. Either you hit that shot for the lethal damage or you run out of ammo and only gain another bullet by getting a kill, which you'll have to do via melee. You have 3 lives, then you're out. You can get as many points as you want and try to be that victor. But funnily enough, actually, you don't have to wait for this. This is already in private matches and has been in private matches for a couple of weeks now, dating back to update 1.21. I think it was 3 weeks ago that this was added in, but that's going to be coming in season here in the very near future. Then we have All or Nothing, which, assuming it follows the classic introductions of this, you'll see yourself starting with a pistol and a tactical knife, or just a knife in this game likely, and you'll gain ammo and perks via specialist with each kill you end up getting. So again, just like with One in the Chamber, you want to get as many points as you can so that you can be that king. Then jumping over to the Warzone side of things, Juggernaut Royale is a variant of Battle Royale where 3 airdropped care packages contain a Juggernaut suit. In this mode, if you want to get that, you'll have to head over to the Juggernaut marked location and capture it to gain access. Once you have it, you have higher health, a minigun, and of course the music that goes along with the kill streak, but you'll still be able to ride in vehicles, climb ladders, and seemingly take 0 fall damage, it states. But if a Juggernaut is killed, the suit is taken off the map for a brief period of time until another one is dropped in via care package. Not gonna lie, I don't know if I personally am looking forward to this one, but we'll have to wait and see how this all works out. Maybe I'm writing it off too quickly, but side note, you can actually get a minigun currently in Warzone, either in Battle Royale or in Plunder. If you do the Bunker 11 Easter egg, you end up having the ability to pick up a minigun in there now, whereas it was not there beforehand. And then realism for Warzone follows the same rules as MP realism, minimal HUD and lethal headshot damage, so you definitely want to be precise in that game mode when it finally comes. Now, that's what's labeled within in-season content and what we can see, but that's not all we're gonna see, because we actually have some stuff pertaining to Easter eggs and the narrative for Warzone in particular that are definitely going to be expanded upon. Within this update, we actually now seemingly transitioned over into the 3rd iteration of the Warzone map, in which now, on top of Bunker 11, there is another one that has another entire underground explorable area, plus a viewing area for the launch of a rocket, which seemingly is a nuclear warhead here with this, and a missile in a silo. It's now in there, it's staged, it has items in there, but players right now just don't know how to get in there. So of course, we're gonna be hunting here, maybe live over on the Twitch channel tonight, but doing of course everything we can to unlock that. And as soon as we do, we'll bring you a guide and everything on how you can get into that bunker as well. But that's gonna be progressed here with it. There also are new introductions of intel missions, which are 7-part weekly introductions to the mission category that will progress the storyline and directly within Warzone. So it's something that will give you a narrative background where it only takes you a little bit to learn each part as you go along, and it's continually updated every single week. Right now, the 7 pieces of intel that we have for week 1 don't really give you a whole much. It more so is just a recap of what we know, like things are going wrong in Verdansk, but we'll gain more insight as time progresses throughout the season. Though while we're on the topic of that, if you're interested in learning about these, you can head over to your missions and the challenges menu, to which the first one is given to you with the first clue as to where you should look, offering an image of the broadcaster's desk in the TV station. And from there, you just need to go in, look at those items on the desk, and then collect the intel that's there. Once you do, you'll get a pop-up notification from Ghost saying that you've unlocked a step of intel, as you'll see with every single piece you complete. Each intel item will unlock another step and another piece of that puzzle, which is ultimately where you'll have to find the next item you need. But to save you the trouble of hunting each individual one down, here's where you'll find each piece of these intel items and this intel mission. Number 1 is on the TV station of the broadcast desk. Number 2 is the terminal console near the broken passenger plane in airport. Number 3 is in the upper observatory of ATC on the south-facing wall of phones and consoles. Number 4 is in the downed airplane outside of the military base compound between Arklov military base and also that Lozov Paths apartment complex. Number 5 is in the lower tin in the Arklov military base on the work desk with the laptop. And then number 6 is on the desk in the upper tin trailer across from the radio tower hillside. Now, that's only 6 that you have to find, but again, with that first one given to you, there's no 7th item that you need to actually unlock to get to number 8. So that's your entire listing here of that. But one thing to note is that you have to do these all in their own games, meaning that you can do one at a time, but you'd have to end up finding it, backing out, requeuing, and then continuing that process until you have all of them. Luckily, it's not something where you have to finish the game to get the credit for that. You can actually just find it and it credits you and you can back out immediately, but take that into consideration. Another Easter egg, which doesn't necessarily have to do with anything with upcoming content, but is still pretty cool, I wanted to throw in here while we're talking about Easter eggs, is on the new 2v2 map of Trench. There is a bunker that you can actually open up here with this. You need to find the 5-digit passcode around the map, and it randomizes every single game, so you want to look in these areas in this order. Firstly, the broken concrete markings in the trench in front of the metal door, then the broken concrete markings in the trench to the left of the bunker if you're looking out from that bunker. Then there's one in the wooden box on the opposite side spawn. Then the 4th one is a concrete barricade on the upper portions of the trench. And then the 5th and final number for that passcode is underneath the wooden planks connecting the trenches. So once you end up getting these numbers, again, they're randomized and changed each game, but make sure you write those down, but then go over to that keypad and then shoot the numbers in the order in which you found them. Now, once you're in there, it's a cool little Easter egg and a kind of play on the classic teddy bears, but also the war room aesthetic of the Cold War, and where we see the narrative seemingly going with Warzone and potentially even tying in with COD 2020, but that's just speculation at the moment. There's also a lot of cool stuff to look around for in here, so take some time, have a good time with it. But there's also, if you want to go a step further, a way to open up that service elevator. If you go to the telephones, you'll see another 5-digit number that you can once again input into the keypad at the entry by shooting those numbers. If you do this, you'll end up seeing that you have that passcode accepted, but then you'll also be able to go back into the bunker and hear the phone ringing. Once you pick it up, well, that's where you end up seeing a giant alarm sound, and that service entrance opens up to a giant teddy bear with dual miniguns firing at every one of the bunkers. So take cover, but kind of cool little Easter egg here that's a little interactive. But anyways, that's the stuff here. But the final thing that we can look forward to that we know of right now in terms of confirmed events for Modern Warfare Season 4 is that of the multiplayer free weekend happening starting tomorrow. So if you end up having just the free-to-play version of Modern Warfare and Warzone, you can actually take advantage of this for this weekend, in which you can play in a playlist of 5 MP maps of Hard Hat, Shoot House, Shipment, Scrapyard, and Rust, as well as 7 gunfight maps, including Bazaar, Speedball, King, Trench, and Isle 9 among them. So that's something to take advantage of if you're interested, but that's the stuff that we know of for Season 4 and what we have in the upcoming horizon. So that said, that's going to wrap it up. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this? Are you looking forward to the content in Season 4? Are you hoping for anything in particular that maybe was not listed? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare, updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. We got you covered here on the channel. So if any of that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.